Gonna sort you out, brother.
You're gonna sort me out. Let's
Ooh. Right then, we're going to go straight in with the grade 0.5 on top. Obviously, there's two different ways you can do this. You can put the 0.5 grade on and keep the lever closed. That will give you 0.5. Or you can do what I'm doing with no guard, with the lever open, and that is also a 0.5. Now, this lad, Alfie, he's a bit of a star of the future. He took up boxing a little while ago. Absolutely obsessed, and every fight he's had so far, well, he's stopped his opponent. So this weekend he's fighting in the counties. So yeah, good luck to Alfie on that. Hopefully you won. Smashed it as ever. But yeah, so we're just going to go through with the 0.5 all the way through. Now these trimmers, or clippers should I say, they have absolutely no problem with bulk at all. Now the Yeti with the Tpob brand, it's not considered one of their premium clippers. I disagree, I really like it. I mean, the premium is the Exo clipper, which is an absolute beast of a machine. So if you think this Yeti, which they don't consider to be the top clipper, if it's absolutely smashing down bulk with this clipper, then imagine how good the Exo actually is. So yeah, just smashing down the bulk at the moment, just getting the hair ready, getting it prepared, ready to work a skin fade. One of the things I really like about the Yeti is the guards. Now I've said before that, you know, I've always used to use the 0.5 by a while. I think that was pretty much, that was the GOAT, that was the guard to have. But the 0.5 you get with the Yeti, you might not believe me, but it is better than the Weil, it's better than the Babyless Premium guard as well. It just gets that little bit thinner, well the guard should I say is a little bit thinner, and it's got the magnetic bit on the back of it, so it will stop you ever from losing it off your clipper. So I've got the X trimmer, just putting in a faint skin line. Now I've covered this before in the past. When you're putting your line in, don't put it in too hard, because you know you've got to get that line out. And you know, if it's in really hard, you're just making life difficult for yourself. Now what I really like about the X trimmer, same as the Exo, is the blade you actually get on it. It's called the Psycho blade. It's very, very similar to a Babyless blade. What I really, really like about it is you can gap it in really tight. You can go almost zero gap. And when you actually use it on the client's head, you don't get any irritation at all. I mean, I used to use the Weil Detailer, and that was a beast of a trimmer. But the problem was, if you gapped it too close, you would create irritation on the skin. With this blade, you just don't get that. You really do get the best of both worlds. I am literally just touching the head very, very softly with this trimmer, and it just lines out beautifully. So I'm just trying to get it as close as possible under the skin line, just so that when I start working the foils, it's going to be less stress on the foil. Now I'm just pushing that line up slightly, gives that a little bit of a softening to it, just coming underneath with the trimmer. And the reason I'm doing this is so that when I go in with the clipper in a minute, it actually takes that skin line out very, very easily. So now I'm going to go back in with the Yetis. So now just getting rid of that line, very, very easy. So I've got the clipper closed at the moment. And this is a very easy haircut to fade because, you know, if you think about what I did on top, I had the 0.5, but without the guard. In other words, the lever was just open. So literally I've now coming underneath with it closed, and then I just have to start opening up the clipper more and more, and in the end that will fade into the top. Now I'm working in different directions. Obviously the hair grows in different directions. You want to be going against the grain, and just on the crown area I found that it was growing slightly differently. So I'm just going to line him out now. I'm going to push him back very slightly, or push his hairline back, should I say. I'm not pushing him back to the 80s, but his hair does come down to a bit of a widow's peak, so it just squaring that off very slightly. If you are going to push back your client's hairline, you have to be very careful. If you just go too far back, you know, about 2 or 3 days time, he's going to have like a bit of a stubble, and he will not be thanking you for that. So I'm just going to follow it around, create a little line in the head. Not really a design as such, but yeah, just something to make it pop a little bit. Now I'm not putting the line in hard. I mean, this trimmer is more than capable of putting in a hard line, but because I'm going to come behind it with the cutthroat razor in a minute, I don't want to create any stress on the scalp. Yeah, I'm just putting a very, very soft touch on this line. Right, so I'm going to go in with the foil. What I like about this foil is it's just got the one blade. A lot of people think they need to have the 2 blades like you do with the Wild Finale or the Andis, but you really don't need that. And what I like about of having just that one blade, I can be really quite accurate, quite detailed in what I'm doing. Yeah, and for the price of it, and you really can't complain, it gets it right into the skin. And I like it because it's green as well. Just makes your products really stand out on your worktop. Right, now I'm going in with the troll trimmers, Just going to knock that line out. Now, the reason I've gone over to this troll trimmer is I didn't charge the X's properly and they just felt like that it was just going a little bit flat. But I'll put the Psycho blade on this trimmer as well. And what I'm doing is I'm just literally just using this trimmer just to knock out that little foil line. And both these trimmers are absolutely amazing. I would say the X has just got that little bit more power to it. But this trimmer's got bags of power. It's got more than enough for anybody. Yeah, because it doesn't have quite so much power as the X, I find that you can just be that little bit more detailed with the way that you work. But yeah, both trimmers are absolutely amazing. Right, getting ready just to work the parting line. Obviously, it goes without saying you should be using a new blade every time. Just use some Bandido shave gel. What I like about the shave gels compared to the foam is you can see exactly what you're working with. Obviously, if you've got a foam, then it's going to put well, you're not going to be able to see what you're cutting because what you're putting foam over it. With a gel, you can see straight through the gel. Just gives that little bit of definition when you're using the razor. So you're just going to brush him down using the beard brush because it really does get all those loose hairs. So anyway, I hope you like the video, guys. Don't forget, do subscribe, and you can also use my discount code at the Pissed Off Barber, which is Blade Runner, and that will give you 15% off. See you later.
How's that, fella?
Smashed it, Blade Runner.
Ooze!
Ooze!